is good, my anime people? What is good? Honestly, everything I said about Pope, I was right about. He is one of the best characters. He's always right. He's done things the best. Know that I am the first one to say all this. Take no answer from anyone else as heart. But yeah, this was a pretty huge showcase for that boy, and I'm kind of scared to see who is going to catch it. Like, who is actually going to catch this damage from Pope? But overall, I am not anywhat surprised when it comes down to how quickly he needs to grasp onto it and his motivation being that of his friends, that of Die and stuff like that. It's probably really easy for him to jump headfirst into this scenario because of them, and that's just the type of like characters we're dealing with at this point. The other thing is the training everybody's doing kind of looks crazy at this point. In the case of just we won't know the true benefits of anything until they like get into battle. Uh, it's also been something that has just been continued throughout the whole entire show, which is they never let up on training, right? Like they have never showcased a time where they just thought, huh, training? Nah. It's all literally this whole show has just been training. I feel like to get stronger than the next people that we're about to meet. Regardless, I like what we're seeing when it came down to the show just giving us another opening into what I expected. Is that person who was making swords seemed kind of, like convenient for just the making sword aspect. And then now all of a sudden we're finding out that this person is also ridiculously capable with the sword, which doesn't shock me because for whatever reason it felt like that would fit, right? Like this person who is ridiculously good at crafting weapons just might be really good at using the said crafting weapons, which I'm not gonna lie, I think Heckle or whatever the heck his name is, I think that guy that is with Die is gonna end up getting, um, he will end up getting the sword that this guy is using at this point because I think that sword is just doper than what that he has. So yeah, that would be a lot. That would be a lot cooler for him to have in general. But I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna play out. I do know whatever happens to um, what's his face, whatever happens to Pope from here on out feels like they were setting up magic to be something very very deadly, and that if you use it too much or use certain magic, you'll wind up like injuring yourself. But it almost doesn't seem to be the case now with this new spell that he's being taught. Like one spell he learned from an enemy that would pretty much destroy him, while another spell he's learned from his mentor that doesn't seemingly do the same thing, but it has around the same results as the enemy spell when it comes down to absolutely destroying stuff. But yeah, it dawned on me when I saw that the guy was so capable of like beating Heckle and Die. I was like, that's interesting. Why wasn't he there helping us fight? Like, where was this dude? Well, he could have been needed. Uh, Regardless, I do see some interesting improvements in the future for our characters, and that's always awesome because they really need it. I'm also curious to think of who do you think out of all of the pawns and like knights and stuff like that, who do you think is stronger? I had a little theory that maybe the pawn is actually ridiculously strong and maybe the strongest, but that was just like going off of maybe experience of how much like a pawn would be in just the first line. That's why, hence why he was the first one to show himself to everybody. But that could be another reason why that he is the weakest. Regardless, I want to show you all my special, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace. Oh, I missed the guy. Oh, no, I didn't.